Hello, hello, hello. Oh. I guess that's going on every time I join now. Every time I load that up now. Why does that? Wait, hang on. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Wait. Okay. I'll fix that later, I guess. Anyways, hi, welcome to the stream. We're continuing where we left off yesterday. Make sure everything is in the right place here. Sorry I didn't make it last stream. No worries, Ocean View. I'm hoping to do more of these. But yeah, essentially we're resuming where we left off last stream, which was with this track, The Dreaded Day, which is a revamp. God, how many times have I recreated this song? I think just twice, which is not not as impressive. Hold on, let me. Okay. Not as impressive as, say, something like what? Galactic Hero's been revised like 5 different times. There's a track I plan to remake again called Vigilante, which has been maybe 12 different times now, revised and revamped from complete scratch. But this is what we are working. This is what I'm working on today. This is a track called The Dreaded Day. Hey, that rhymes. Hey, Rio, how's it going? I'm in the Stream VC in the Mattercell server if you wanna hop in real quick, if you got time. If not, that's totally cool. No worries. That's what we've got so far. There's still just a little bit of like accents and sprucing up at this bit that I gotta work on. But let's start with this next segment. What I've got so far of this. Oh yeah, I have this little like woodwind cluster bend patch here from Hollywood Winds from Cinesamples that I'm thinking of turning into something a little more, I don't know, I guess alien the word would be. I've got some nice plugins here. Sorbet. Let's try Beam Haze too. That one's a fairly new one to the family. Come on. There you go. Oh, and just like Contact 7, it doesn't want to show itself. Great! Just know that it doesn't look like this. It looks completely different. Anyway, now for something completely different. Oh, that's already really good. Let's try some frequency shifting. Oh, that's perfect! Let's compress that just so it's like... Eh? What's going on, fam? Sir? What program does this looks up to date? It's FL Studio. Same thing I've been using for 16 years? 16 years. Wait. Yeah. Since 2009. I'm old. I feel old.
Congratulations, you're old.
Okay, so we've got that. We also got these like Junkie XL brass clusters here. Whoa, that's loud. Maybe pitch these down a bit. Okay. We've got the atonal bits done. Now we need to focus on the tonal bits. One, two, three. So it's like Oop. Gonna add... One of the things I said I would add before the stream, but I failed to do before the stream, was Hans Zimmer percussion, which takes a bit. Let's see. That may not be even the one I want to use. Actually, no, yeah, let's test it. Let's try it. Hey, it's taking a minute to load, so I'm going to see if I have anything here in the meantime. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day? Wait, hold on. No. No, it doesn't seem to be crashing. It's fine. You can't see it, but there's a progress bar loading loading the sample library right now, and that is my indicator that the software is working. I'm not just holding my breath. There we go. Let that little bar load up. Come on. Okay, there we go. I'm looking for those. And I'm looking for the surrounds. The surround mics, or yeah. Okay. The room mics are better. Wait, is that? Let's try that. And then we have this other pattern here. Doesn't have to be loud. So like this section, I just imagine, you know, you've got the memory of the destruction and the tragedy that befell the character that this is about, that I was describing last stream, is all this section here. And then I would imagine, you know, that's the backstory, and then you cut to present day, and it's oh wait, actually, never mind. Just thinking about it. You have the tragic backstory and then the present day battle that is, you know, her trying to, you know, avenge her hometown, get to the person that ruined her life, destroyed her family, everything like that. And just imagine those two scenes being juxtaposed, weaved, like interwoven as this track plays. So both past and present playing at once in her mind. It could do with a little more oomph. Let me see. So I got this set up here. Let's see. Nope. Because you've already got these booms here doing the majority of the low end. So you don't want too much, but you do want just enough. I think that's splendid. I'm gonna move on to the rest of the tonal bits. Synth long. Well, synth mono wouldn't be too bad either. Synth bass. Angry! Ooh. Ooh. Is it that's causing that little click at the beginning? Yeah. Maybe just a little bit of attack. And then maybe this composite here. This composite could become its own little layer. But after we take out this reverb, where is it? Oh, is it this? Hello? Yeah, okay. Let me try something. Because I know there's a delay here. I don't remember what it was. There it is. Okay. Render that out. Undo everything I just did to Omnisphere and the Super Stadium saw. Okay, those can come back. And this can come back. Okay, hold on. Because I might need to do this a couple times, actually. Once more. Okay, now we have those three. Well, that's that one. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay, good. Now, go back to this. Turn these back on. And this is just, bleh, sorry. This is just so we don't get any, like, we can add our own reverb if we need to. We don't need to rely on baked reverb. Channel routing. Route select channels to this track. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, is it Destructor? Yes, it is. Just mute those for now. And then got this. perhaps underneath that I want to have a fruity filter. Bandpass. Just a smidge. Maybe? Is there a track you made that was perfect but subpar with headphones or vice versa? I don't know. I don't remember any exact examples, but I know that's happened to me where it sounds good in, you know, the studio headphone mix, and then the moment you export it out and give it the old car test, it sounds like crap. The bass is too strong, the highs are too tinny, and you just gotta go start over again. Not necessarily start over again, actually, but more like you gotta go back to the drawing board in terms of the mixing. I haven't had that happen too often recently. I've gotten mixing more down pat, but I'm still learning. Hello and welcome. So, but yeah, that has happened to me before, where it's just like, oh, this sounds great in my computer headphones, and then I put you know, I play it in the car for, you know, some people, and then oh, it has me going, you know. I'm gonna try a different filter, beam filter. Let's see if this has any. Can I? Huh. Interesting. Is this doing anything in particular I should know about? Yes, it is. Crap. Okay. There's a way to do this. Effects. Beam haze. No, not beam haze. Beam filter. Beam filter. There it is. Now, okay. Create automation clip for that cutoff. Now, where's, okay. Wait. Shoot. There's no hope of bending that, I guess. Have you watched Jurassic World Rebirth? Jurassic, is it Jurassic Park Rebirth or Jurassic World Rebirth? Yeah, I've heard it's mid. I've heard that it is. At the very least, it's not great. Like, it's not the it's not a miracle of science or anything. But you know, yeah, I guess, if I'm not gonna polarize or anything, if it floats your boat, it floats your boat. But sometimes a cash grab is a cash grab. I'm not saying this is, but so far from what I've seen, what I've heard, there you can tell what's a cash grab and you can tell what's not most of the time. Alright. Time for some black magic. You ready? We go to the brass. Sure, we'll use those too. Synth brass, you can stay. Brass. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Fantastic. Got the brass there. We got our... It's gonna pitch bend. Gonna mix in with the rest of the brass and sound like it's the rest of the brass is pitch bending with it. Space magic. Not quite. Not quite. Hold on. Hold on. The green character, Cinna, is currently being used as our super chat speaker. Sees our TTS right now. Actually, no. She is not wifey. Canonically, Cinna is just another creation of mine, essentially. She's like the tech robot, but I don't use her as me, to represent me. I use the blue one to represent me. She's just a brain baby of sorts. No, the real significant other has yet to have a character on screen that isn't an iteration, that isn't a Minecraft or Sonic Heroes Reborn iteration. No, not imaginary. It's weird because like everyone is like, oh hey, they looked at the 2 animation meme that I put out, and they're like, oh hey, this is a crazy way to say that you're in a relationship, and no, this is not. So, and my actual girlfriend goes, oh well, I guess I'm Cinna now. She'll be coming back from work in a few minutes. Probably. Her schedule has been in flux this week. Oops. Starting to hear the... Oops. Oops. To do animation full time. It's kind of like it's contract work or freelance work necessarily. Essentially, like I got, Mattercell is not my only gig. I've got, of course the work that Smitty's been giving me, and Puffer and Clueless. Sorry, my brain is not currently here in the room with us. Give me a second. But no, like, yeah, I have... Like, I do animation work, I do music work, I do sound design. Most of my recent music and sound design work has been for Pymations, actually. I did some like sound design work for How to Be Cool 2, and then How to Be Cool 3 I did some music stingers. I also have been doing a lot of sound design. His Pretzels. That whole saga, I've been pretty closely involved with the sound and music end of things on that. Pymations, yeah. Any of you guys remember like the little like 2D TF2 animations, like Meet the Amazing Spy, things like that? Meet the Amazing Team. I forget exactly what that series is called. That's Pymations. That was where he started at the very least. That was way back in the day. Okay. So I'm saving. Let's see. No, not Gmod stuff. Just like 2D animation stuff. Oops. There we go. Except I don't want these in the same pattern. I want them in a separate one. God, that sound is massive. One last little bit here. So, to recap so far what we've done. Music tech for plays. I don't honestly recall, but I know I know my dad did something like that for SeaWorld. He's not a musician or composer by any means, but he did like this was back, by the way, when everything was not automated. when you couldn't just have a program run a sequence of events like lights and music and sounds and stuff, you know, in where you actually had to, you know, you actually had to like put in a specific cassette into a table, play that, and then eject that cassette, quickly put it in and play that. Very, very analog stuff. In any case, where are we at right now? Okay, okay, I like that sound. I just don't want it to be. So you notice I'm putting all these layers over, and there's probably like 4 different percussion layers at this point. 5. You hear this little one, this little one. It's just a hi-hat. It's just a tiny, tiny little accent. I have it in here, too. Whoa. Whoa. Who muted the brass? I've been meaning to use other brass anyway. Let's use... Oh... I've been dreading this. Century brass. Horns. Now, this is gonna take about 5 minutes, so we're just gonna lay back and listen to some other stuff I've been working on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this one. How about this one? Quite different in style. Also, I love how Cinna is almost in sync, bobbing her head almost in sync to the beat. Kind of. Not really. Transmissions from Saturn Lounge. Now, do I have Forzo in a specific place? No, I do not. I do not. Okay. So, what do we have here? MIDI out 8. I like how those sound, but they don't really have too much of a range in terms of mod wheel. Wow, neither do these. It's so polarized. It's like one or the other. I don't want to pick one or the other. I wanna have. I mean, if I were gonna have either one, I was gonna have the previous ones. Which means we basically just did all this for nothing. Great. Fantastic. Oh well. There's a specific noise I remember using here for the previous version. It was a was this, yeah? Yeah. How to reverse it. Pitch it up by 5 semitones. And is this it? Yes, it is. Okay. Could use a little bit more. Maybe. Is this? these attached to any... No, they're not. Huh. Interesting. And now we come to the other reason why I brought forth Hans Zimmer percussion. The Piattis! And the tam-tams. Oh, that's actually not bad. I put that there. I put this little layer here on accident. That's actually timed really well. I'm gonna add some more. Where are my socks, Action? You know, where socks, Jalen? None of us. Where are my socks? Sorry. Old memory. Add background vocals when the cymbals start to drop. I do plan on having someone featured here for vocals. For, you know, just vocalizations of some kind. Someone who isn't the last person who recorded them for the 2019 version. For reasons I will probably never get into. Okay, so there's a lot happening here. There's a lot of mid-end. I think I need another Spitfire Hans Zimmer percussion. The reason being, currently, those just kind of sound off. Try that. And then we'll have the cymbals on the same layer. Excuse you? Paste! Okay, there's a lot going on all at once. It sounds very centered. That might be better. Let's hear how it sounds in the first bit. Whoa. I messed something up with the Bohemians. The Bohemians. The Bohemian violin and viola. Okay, there we go. Again, I have these like little kind of air raid-ish sounding synthesizers here. And then a more muted variation. I'm not using that for this bit though. Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Pow Pow just got home. Wow, that's what I've degraded them to. That sounds like that just sounds like gravel. So to recap, so far we have all of this. Wondering what instrument I should use here. I'm thinking da, 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 da. At the very end. Wow. Okay, trying to remember what the key switches are. Ah, there they are. Okay. Emotive, and then assertive, and then back to... There we go. Should actually have both of these on a separate pattern. Okay. And now... Okay, that's way off tune, or way off time. Skip. Focus on. Okay. Come on. Paste. There we go. There we go. Dun, 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 bow, 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 down, bow, bow. That's the next bit. Start with the organic. Actually, yeah, let's do. So it's gonna measure this out. There it goes. Wow, that is very uneven, but when you put it in context, it's more even. What even? Oops. that include... Is this just horns? Yes, it is. I know I can do better than that. Whoa. No, 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 no. They're not as punchy as I want them to be. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. The washer is going. This probably means I should get off soon. Let's try. Why do they have to be... Why do they have to be staccato, marcato? Can't I just string them together like this? Well, those definitely have to be staccato. Oh my goodness. it's getting closer to what I want it to be, which is a step in the right direction. Let's try that. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Crap. There's that one. And now we need this one. I know I can do better than that. There's something off about it, but it will probably have to wait till next time. I'll give a quick recap. Also, there's a bit that I'm wanting to do for the final. Actually, first I'll show this first. This is for like the very final part of the piece. like a denouement of sorts. Anyway, I'll play what I have so far, and then I have to get off for the day. Probably be back on tomorrow, schedule willing. But yeah, here we go. Couple things I want to add before I leave. Ah! Ah! Oh, now it wants to work. Oh, now oscillator wants to work with the noise. Oh, now effector wants to actually affect the noise of this oscillator. Yesterday it didn't want to do that. Today it wants to do that. Wow. I love this program. Anyway, okay. So before I forget, probably just gonna reorchestrate that completely. There's something wrong with it. I can't pinpoint what it is. Not today. I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out next time, maybe tomorrow. So yeah. Oh my goodness. I am tired. But yeah. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for all the wonderful suggestions and questions and feedback. I always love interacting with you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great one.